Honestly, folks, I think it's a little late for that. Welcome back to Orange Hat Reviews. I'm sorry that I'm not on camera right now because my camera is on the fritz. I don't know what the problem is. I tried resetting, nothing's working. So I'm not going to be on camera for the foreseeable future. Anyway, after previously telling critics to shut the fuck up, Rings of Power actress Morfydd Clark now says, if I was on the other side, I'd also be feeling like that. This is from Bounding into Comics. Shout out to you, John F. Trent. Actress Morfydd Clark, who plays Galadriel in Prime Video's Rings of Power, completely changed her tune when it comes to responding to criticism of the show. Her character and her castmates in a recent interview. During the lead up to the release of Rings of Power, Clark took it upon herself to insinuate that critics of the show and its radical changes to Tolkien's lore were racists. In August, she posted to her Instagram stories writing, anyone sending hate to my black castmates, get off my page, get off the internet, and shut up. And she followed up with a short video of her castmate, Charles Edmund, as Celebrimbor, making a hand motion that reveals the phrase, shut the fuck up. She then captured it writing, who made this? Not only did Clark insinuate that critics of the numerous changes of the show made to Tolkien's lore were racists, but she also demanded those critics silence. On top of this, she would also attempt to defend the radical changes the show made by making nonsensical arguments that no one could have known what Tolkien wanted or liked, despite him explicitly writing it down in his novels and his letters. See letter 210, where he basically torched a Lord of the Rings film treatment. No evident signs of any appreciation of what it is all about. So yeah, letter 210 to Forrest J. Ackerman. So yeah, she told Inverse, Tolkien was a really complex person and who wrote a really complex world, and then this idea that anyone could know exactly what Tolkien would have wanted or what he would have liked is, I feel, nonsense. Nonsense, is it? However, her tune seemingly changed. In a new interview with Vanity Fair, Clark was asked, now that the first season is aired, how are you taking feedback on your character and the show? She replied, because I'm a fan of this type of genre. What, butchering well-known stories? I've read the books and that have been turned into things. And I've been like, I don't think the house would have looked like that. So I really get it. No, you don't. She continued, what's so wonderful about these worlds is that these characters is that they don't exist, and yet that do so intensely in so many minds. So I think there's an idea that you can't please everyone. But also, I do respect the ownership of her. I know if I was on the other side, I'd also be feeling like that. Well, here's the thing, Morfydd, if you can't please everyone, your best bet is to please the biggest crowd, not the minority in number crowd. That's bad for business. Clark concluded, I feel very protective about that, and I feel quite protective of making sure she's safe from harm. Well, here's the thing. You were the greatest harm to Galadriel. You were the one who made her out to be something she is absolutely not. Unfortunately, Clark failed in that regard, given how the first scene depicts the character. YouTuber The One Ring accurately points out how the character was twisted and warped from Tolkien's character. He explained they changed her character into a character that doesn't resemble what Tolkien actually wrote. They made her a commander of armies that's fueled by anger, that's fueled by self-centeredness, self-righteousness, and bad manners. Interestingly, Clark admits Galadriel was mischaracterized in the first season, albeit she appears to tacitly justify the decision. So last season, I think that her grief was so intense, her sadness was so huge. I think when you are in those points of ultimate lows, you do end up becoming self-obsessed. You can see anything, or you can't see anything beyond the haze of misery. And now that has started to clear. As for what to expect in the second season for her character, Clark detailed, hopefully, that she's rediscovering the beauty of life and that she was really trying to protect the whole time beyond herself. That's something I just love about Tolkien. You need to be connected to the world and those around you. What do you make of Clark's apparent about-face and admission that she now respects those who criticize Rings of Power changes to Tolkien's lore? Folks, I honestly think that this woman is a fool. She attacked fans instead of listened to them all along who knew better than she did. And her about face is basically doesn't mean much. She now understands why fans are ticked off, but she doesn't truly understand why they are ticked off because she continues to defend her perceived molested character of Galadriel. Molested meaning twisted from what was once before and what was originally the character of Galadriel. Anyway, folks, I just wanted to get this video out. Y'all know the drill. Like, comment, subscribe, share, all that jazz. Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. What do you think of this? Do you think that she is finally seeing the light? Or do you think that, well, she's an idiot and a small bit of clarity is not enough to not being an idiot? Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below, folks. Sorry about that. This has been Orange Hat Reviews, folks. Have a wonderful day and stay humble.